Final box office totals are in for Joker 2. How bad is Kraven the Hunter going to do? I'm rhyming. We're doing a twofer. We're doing a Marvel and a DC. Is it really technically Marvel if it's Sony? I ask you, for all of my comic booky people who know that darn well, no, it's just Sony now. It's Sony's thing for the Kraven thing. We're gonna get to that in a second. So Joker 2. The final box office number reveal. Should I put the Kraven thing on the thumbnail? I might change that or add something. It'll be in the title. I think it's a better thumbnail with Joker because I think people are going to know what Joker is more than Kraven the Hunter. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. That's like so far down the list of what normies are going to know, and that's what I'm definitely here to tell you guys about. The box office, the normie impression of some of these characters, and what I think is one of the hugest problems with the industry, for sure, as you know, the casual person who collected the Archie comics back in the day. After a couple months in the theaters, Joker 2 grossed $206 million globally against a $200 million budget. It lost $150 though. It lost $150 million. It lost $150 million. Is this just superhero fatigue? Are we tired of shelling out so much money for a mediocre movie that's going to be on streaming in like 1 month anyway from the release? It's like by the time you realize, oh, the movie's out, oh, it's already out of theaters, it's back to streaming. That is, I think, a lot of modern casual normie movie viewers. And now you got Kraven the Hunter. Look at this. It's gonna open in 1,000. Oh, I thought it was 100. Oh, that's an even bigger deal. 1,000 fewer theaters than Morbius, and it's gonna flop harder than Madam Web. Now, Morbius became a theme, like a meme movie, where a lot of people went and saw it and they're like, it's not that bad, and it kind of made its money back in people watching it ironically, or the Jared Leto people. Wasn't that the Jared Leto one? Madam Web was awful. I sat through that, and that looked like a made-for-TV chick flick for the Sci-Fi Channel. Where did the money go? How did that cost so much money? Did just Sydney Sweeney get all the money from Madam Web? No, I'm not going to pull up an image of Sydney Sweeney. Maybe I will. I'm not sure. I haven't decided if I'm going to edit this or not. Or redo my thumbnail now because this is mostly turning into a Morbius video. Not Morbius, Kraven the Hunter. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at the time. 1,000 fewer theaters. So, first take is nobody wants a Spider-Man movie without Spider-Man. We already know because of licensing that Sony can't get Spider-Man himself, Spider-Man proper. So they've got all these Spider spin-offs, and the only ones that people really seem to like are what? The Miles Morales ones. The Miles Morales, the animated, those Spider-Verse ones. And what do we like doing? We like playing the video games of these characters. What have I been doing? I've been playing the video game of the Marvel characters. Because why? I get to do that. I get to just go around healing people behind their backs. That's actually really, really fun. Coming in, healing, and trying not to get killed. So Kraven the Hunter's box office could open lower than Madam Web. It might make less than 15 million box office opening. Out of how much money did this cost to make? Another $200 million movie to make. Oh, for crying out. Madam Web made $58 million during its 6-day opening and accumulated $100 million against a $100 million gross budget, not including what the rule is at least triple that because of marketing and all these other little hidden fees that they spend money on. So I think a lot of normies are tired of spending a lot of money on mediocre movies. Mediocre movies that you don't even have Spider-Man. You don't even have a Spider-Man in these Spider-Verse movies. The Joker, no Batman in the Joker, and they turned it into a musical vanity project. So there is one more point I have to make in these. I think a lot of people, even in the production and in the writing and in the back end of these, are probably just betting against them on Polymarket, where you can, and don't do this, I am not advocating, this looks like a gambling sort of thing, where you're making wagers. You can buy a how much is it going to make at the box office? And if I'm reading this correctly, it's not gonna, like a lot of people are saying, there's a 72% chance of it making less than 16 million. Well, that's also what we're seeing. So you can bet, you can buy however many of these you want and say, you know what, maybe I'll make some money betting against Bad movies. Maybe that's a new career option for people. Don't do it. I'm not advocating or condoning. That would be gambling, I think. But I think maybe this is why they make a lot of these movies bad on purpose or rush them out. Because one, they can't take a tax write-off for every single bad movie that comes out, but they can still make a lot of money this way. That's why all these people are worth so much. I am Mecca. What do you guys think? Is this a really outlandish theory? Am I stringing a lot of stuff together? Or is there a deeper meaning for all of these weak-ass, poor-performing, poorly received films, especially in the superhero comic book genre? I mean, seriously, I don't think any investor is going to know who this character is. No investor, unless you're sitting there reading comic books every 5 seconds, is going to even know who this character is. I am Mecca, so I'll see you guys later. Bye!
Put a chick in it and make her name it gay!